So we wanted more of a victory tonight. The goal is not important because we drew at home. I think our home should be our own fortress. We should take all the points from our home. So I think the fans are not happy. We, the players, are not happy.
Personally, you thought tonight Kedah should get 3 points?
Yeah, for us the 3 points was so important because, like we spoke before the game as players, the coaches, we had one desire to take the 3 points today, and unfortunately, at the dying minute, we considered a goal.
We can see on the pitch, you are on the top, you are on the back. So it's a burden for you now?
Yeah, it is. It's quite different, totally different. But I'm already in the team, so I have to make do with what I have. It's sometimes like that. Football doesn't always go your way, so we have to make do with the players we have. It's a young team. It's really a young team, and there is a transition from last season to this season. So it takes time to build up with these young players. They are very good players, but with football, it's experience. We can't buy experience. So we have to make do with the young players and try to see next season is going to be better with them. I think so.
Now, is this your career? Is it a tough season for you?
Yeah, it's trust me, it's a tough the most difficult season I've experienced in my career because I've played in so many different leagues, and yeah, the situation with the transition of the club from last season to this season, it makes it much difficult for me because sometimes these guys are very young. You can't blame them for the mistakes because in football you learn from your mistakes. So I think that transition with the young players it's a defining factor for our team. Yeah, because the coaches are doing everything. Trust me. When we walk in training, you can see how they insist on the errors we keep committing. But like I said before, it's a process. And I believe if they continue with these young players who have had so many games this season, I think they will learn from their mistakes in due time.
Any update on your injury?
Yeah, I have to do with it. I have to play with it. I've played so many games with injury because we don't have the team is not that compact with experienced players. So
you have to play.
I have to play.
What type of injury?
Now I have problem with my ankle and my contusion. I've been playing with that since I came back from the Asia Cup. I haven't trained that much with the team, but it's a sacrifice we have to make. I've been sacrificing from the beginning with hamstring problem. The coach told me the situation, and I'm a professional, so in as much as it's difficult, but we have to play with the difficult. This is a sacrifice we make as players.
If you become as a top scorer from the league, especially from fans Kedah.
Yeah.
So the delivery is for fans Kedah. It's not there.
Yeah.
So I feel the atmosphere between Jordan League and National League is tough, or is just your teammates give a good ball for you?
I, for one, personally, I've never played in a team without a number 10. We don't have a number 10 in my team. So how is that going to be possible for a striker? Who gives a striker the ball? It's a number 10. So when I play with a number 10, I'm a foreigner. I play without a number 10. It's difficult. I have to go down to collect the balls. And trust me, when I play, you can. If you watch the game, I'm always surrounded around 3 people. It's totally difficult. When I keep the ball, someone has to turn in front of me. So it's difficult. The Jordan League is tougher than this. The Jordanian players are very strong, the local players. No disrespect to the Malaysian players, but there the mentality is different. They have a strong mindset. Yeah, I think it's a little bit different because of the nature when they were cultured. Jordanian players, they start from the youthful age. You know, through the academy, you understand the basics about football. But not disrespect to these Malaysian players, but you can see that's the difference. There are things you learn while you are young. You can't learn them while you are already experienced. So if you don't have that transition from a young age to a senior age, it's difficult to implement that in the field. The Junior League is way stronger than this. But like I said before, I have to make do with the players I have. I've got no other option. I'm in this team, so I have to, when I put on the jersey, trust me, I fight for the jersey. I fight for the fans. The fans, I know they are worried, they expect more, like for me to score goals and goals and goals and goals. But they have to watch the game critically. Don't just look at the import players. It's a team, yeah. A team, we build up the game from the behind the front. You don't just expect the striker to just take the ball, no. It's totally difficult for me because I have no one to play with me like number 10. So that's the main problem I face here.
How about Maldi and Luke Maldi, Fire and Sarawak? They always give I think everything that good chance for you. One balls, good for you, 2 balls. How's it?
If you ask me this question, I would say you truly don't understand the game, because if you're talking about Mahdi, Fayad and Sarawak, Mahdi is not a striker. I'm a striker. Mahdi can't play as a striker. He's a winger. I'm talking about the way we play. Sarawak, he gives long balls. But then if you give long balls to me, I am 1 against 3. How do I do it 1 against 3? Do I have to penetrate 3 pairs? I try to keep the ball to wait for support. I need someone to always be around there. I have Mahdi and Fayad, but they are not number. I'm a striker. I'm not talking about my other players. They are not strikers. You are asking me a question about myself, but they are my teammates. We help each other the way we can. So it's, if you're talking about the football as itself, when you don't have this number 10, how do you think you need the balls? So that's just the main difficulty I have. But like I said, I'm already in the team. I have to make do with the ones I have. We are trying. We will keep trying till the end. There are so many games to go, and trust me, come the end of the season, we won't be in this position. We'll be up there. Minimum should be fought for us, and we will do it because we are a team, and we will fight to the end.
Okay,
Thank you.